Hello, good morning. This is Tuesday's daily spiritual guidance message. You're welcome along and take what resonates and leave the rest. It's a collective energy message. It's not a personal reading, so not everything's going to resonate. So just take what does and leave the rest. So let's see for Tuesday, the 30th of September, the last day of the month. What is the collective energy? What do we need to know, please? What is the energy for today, Tuesday, the 30th of September? I hope this finds you good and well. Let's see. Leg up, 34. Okay. What else? Time for a nap, 24. Okay. Something about fours here, 4 here. 34 and 24. A leg up and time for a nap. Something's been a bit of a struggle here. Serendipity is on its way, 18. Breathe, 29. Something has definitely been a little bit of a struggle here, and it's kind of been like, I want to say, a long time coming. The feeling of like, when is this going to come together here? When will this come together? Serendipity's here though, which is the Jupiter card. It's the lucky card. It's the Sagittarius energy of the Wheel of Fortune here. So here and now. So if the question has been when is this going to come together? It's coming together now. Flexible, 19. So we have a leg up, 34. Time for a nap, 24. Serendipity, 18. Breathe, 29. Here now, 32. And flexible, 19. So it kind of feels here like, excuse my voice, it kind of feels here like something may not be come together in the way you thought it was going to come together. And it's like, it's taken you a little bit by surprise here. And it's sort of like maybe you took your foot off the gas in a way where you thought, right, I was ready to move forward with this. And now I'm like, I don't know if this is, if I don't know if this is right or not. And it's taken a little bit of faith here just to sort of like go, right, okay, the universe knows best. So there may have been something here that you've been, this could be like a project you're working on, or this could be a relationship. There's something that you have planned that you thought this is going to go this particular way, only for it not to go that way. And you're kind of going, what's happening here? The Emperor. What is happening here? Wondering like what's Ten of Pentacles? Wow, right? Okay. So it's like something has been like a long time coming here, and you're like, when is this going to come together? And then starting to sort of feel like, is it going to come together at all? Knight of Cups. If you've been waiting on a love offer coming in from somebody from the past, I think that there's a love offer coming in from somebody else. And this is where the kind of like, you've been kind of sitting waiting, expecting something to come in a certain way, and that hasn't materialized. But now somebody else has put their hat in the ring, if you like, and you're kind of like, hold on a minute. This could be kind of like a soulmate twin flame thing, where you've been waiting on someone to return, and now somebody else has come in here, Seven of Pentacles. Somebody wants to come in here and work with you, and this is kind of threw you off a bit, and you're like, hold on, this is not the way I thought it would be. Maybe you, maybe this is going to come down to a choice. Let's see. Four of Pentacles. This is you holding back. So somebody's coming in here to make you an offer. Looks like they're the real deal. The Emperor, the Ten of Pentacles here, making the love offer, and you're kind of holding back from it because you're like, you're not who I thought you were going to be. So whether you had sort of like you were putting your all your eggs in one basket for a past person to come back, justice, and expecting a past person to come back and be like, oh, I'm so sorry, I made the biggest mistake. And now it's like somebody else is here instead. And you're like, I don't know how to respond to this. They're asking you to be flexible here. Trust the universe. There might be a case here too. Four of Wands. Four of Wands and Ace of Pentacles. This is an offer coming in here. This is a genuine, no messing about offer here from an Emperor. Could be a fire sign, could be an Aries, Leo or Sag. It doesn't have to be, but they're in their Emperor energy. Communication here. Wanting to like restart something here. This could be somebody else from your past. You could know this person. So this is where the flexible could be, because the person from the past returning isn't who you thought it was going to be. It's somebody else that you've had, whether you've had a relationship with them or whether you've just known them from your past. It could be somebody coming in, and that's what's really throwing you, because you kind of had an intuition, or you had that sort of thought in your head of they're coming back. Somebody's coming back, but it's not who you thought it was. Somebody wants to come in here and restart something with you. Oh my word. Hold on till we get this together. So that's kind of like it's like you're holding something and this person comes in and makes an offer and you're like drop everything going, like in complete like, are you serious? Like I didn't think it was gonna be you. But it's almost like I'm smiling because I'm like I'm happy, it feels happy. But at the same time, there's a little bit of doubt here. So I mean, I feel you happy about this, but at the same time going, I don't know if I should accept this or not, because what if this other person comes back? So it kind of feels like you're fixed in your head for the other person, the sun. But this is a happy union. This looks great. Like this looks fantastic. Three of Swords. Maybe a little bit of doubt there too, because you have been hurt. And it depends what relationship you had with this person in the past as well, who they are to you. They may be a little bit older than you. And it's kind of like it depends what kind of relationship you had with them in the past. You might be a little bit wary. Five of Pentacles, the World. Like whoever this is, they want to like bring you in from the cold in a way. They want to give you all that sort of love and attention and care and energy and stuff. They want to provide that for you. The Hierophant. Like they want this to be a committed relationship. This isn't somebody coming in. Excuse my throat. This isn't somebody coming in who's just like, oh, I want to date you for a while and see how it goes. This is somebody who's coming in like straight away being like, no, no, like this is something I want here. Three of Pentacles. I want to work on this. Like this isn't just me saying, I'll date you today and tomorrow I might date somebody else and then I'll come back to date you again. That's just not what this is. This is like I only have eyes for you. This is what I want. There's no fucking about here. There's no two or three other people on the text thread getting texted. This is just you. And maybe that scares you a bit because they are quite upfront and honest about it, and you're kind of going, I've never had this before. Like I've never had somebody come and be so direct and be like, it's only you I'm interested in. Is it a yes or no? because I feel that energy with them. I feel it's like I'm not messing about here. Like if you're not interested, tell me so I can go away and do whatever I need to do here. It's like don't keep me don't keep me sort of hanging and trying to decide, do you want this relationship or not? So that's another bit of advice too. Be very clear, if you're confused, tell them you're confused. Don't keep them kind of like in the dark as to what's going on. To say, like, I don't really know how I feel about this. This is a bit of a shock. Be upfront with them because they're being honest and upfront with you. So do the same courtesy back here because it'll be appreciated. If you can tell this person, like, I'm really confused here because there's somebody else that's in my mind and like I just don't know how I feel. Judgment. Making a judgment call here. What else do we need to know? King of Wands. Making a judgment call on the past person. They could also have been a fire sign, don't have to be. Aries, Leo, Sag. They're just coming out in that energy. Ace of Swords in reverse. Untrustworthy. Can't tell the truth. As opposed to this Emperor who's so direct. Feel that this is what this sort of like be flexible and things about here. It's like your happy ever after is here. It's just not in the package you thought it was going to be in. Six of Cups. The past person. And that's where the real confusion is here too, because this past person could have been a soulmate or a twin flame. A divine connection is what I like to call it. Two of Cups. Yeah. There's the two cards that would clarify. This is where this confusion's coming in now because you're like, I always thought it would be them that would come back, but it's this person who I may also have known from my past, but I never would have thought. Perhaps there was nothing romantic with this person from the past. Maybe it was like a friendship or not even as deep as that. But you never thought that this person was interested in you. And like they're literally coming in and they're laying all the cards on the table. There's like no sort of like in between here of leaving you wondering, like this past person leaving you wondering, like, do they actually like me? Like what is actually going on here? This person is very direct and making it very clear, like you will be left in no doubt whatsoever of what their intentions are. This past person, this King of Wands, they tell you anything to get what they want. I just feel with this past person, I love you is a sentence that's said to like everybody. Page of Pentacles. This could be what you're facing too, because the dilemma could be is this past person makes a return here too with this mingy little offer. Because remember, the Emperor came with the Ace. This past person's coming in with the Page of Pentacles. And with the Ace of Swords in reverse, it's not to be trusted. They are not to be trusted. This might take a bit of strength to sort of make this decision, but I feel here you're going to see a vast difference. And I think it's going to hurt a bit with the Three of Swords out here too. Excuse me, as my throat nearly gave in there. I think it's going to hurt a bit because you thought this past person that you've been waiting on, you thought they would have really have manned up by now. And they haven't. You can see they have not changed at all. And I think there's a level of sickness in your gut too because you see the games more clearly now and you're like, how did I ever fall for that? And it's like a disappointment here. Four of Cups. Like a disappointment in them. Like that you haven't even tried to do anything. The full cards here. Making the decision what way to go here. what's the option? I feel like you see this past person still has options here. So whether they were a bit of a player, I always kind of look at the King of Wands. To me, he's kind of a player because the Knight of Wands is that flighty in and out energy there for a good time, not a long time. And then to me, the King of Wands is somebody who's just got a few extra years on them, but they're still a bit like that. Two of Swords here, Three of Wands. I feel that this King of Wands is really confused. Like, I mean, I don't think they're going to take no for an answer. I think you're going to have to be really quite firm with this person because they're kind of used to playing a game that when you sort of automatically go, no, I'm not interested, it kind of drives them to come at you more. It's a funny kind of Knight of Pentacles. Like, like the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest knight in the deck. Like this person's quite slow, as in the sense of like not quick to catch on, not good at reading the room. Like they think they are, but they're not. Or else they just don't see how much you've changed and maybe see how much damage they actually done. To be like you can't come in with this kind of like half truths or not even half truths. The Ace of Swords is in reverse. You can't come in just with a load of nonsense here. You have to be coming in with the full thing. Seven of Pentacles here. That's you blocking them. The Empress. No, do they not see? They're not moving towards a queen anymore here. They're moving towards an Empress. The Empress doesn't fuck about. That's a big learning curve for you here. There would have been a time where you most likely let this person get away with murder. You knew what they were kind of up to. You kind of turned the other cheek to a degree in the hope that one morning they wake up and go, what the hell am I doing? Why am I juggling the collective? It's, the best person I could ever ask for. And you just put up with stuff in the hope that one morning that would happen. And it never did. In fact, it probably got worse. Because the more you gave this person, the worse they did. And now it's like you're on Empress mode, you've went away, you've healed yourself. We have an Emperor and an Empress on the table here. You know, there's no queens to match this king. There's only an Emperor and an Empress. Okay. Memories of love. Yeah, very much so. Like that, your love for them and light, 19. I want to read this Memories of Love because I think this is what's keeping you stagnant because when things were good, they were good, but then the shitty times outweighed the good times. But it's even how this person's coming in. It's like Memories of Love 103. It's like, are you for real? It's like you're not even, the maturity level's very, very obvious. The difference between, I mean, this King of Wands may have been a bit younger than you, and this Emperor's a little bit older than you. But it's not even about age; it's about how they are. The vast difference in maturity, and you're now sitting here going like, "What is it I want? I want this stable person who tells me it as it is." Who's not just saying I love you to get out of something or to, get themselves out of whatever lies they've been caught out on or whatever. They actually tell me they love me because they mean that. We're in an adult relationship here. We're not teenagers. And I still feel that this King of Wands here is in this kind of like real kind of childish, immature way of like playing people. You may find yourself walking down memory lane at this time. This nostalgic card can indicate that an old friend or acquaintance from the past may step back into your life, or it could even resurrect loving images from days gone by. Does this person, these happy forgotten moments or these innocent childhood memories encourage you to recall and welcome the energy of love? Is there a message or lesson from these fond recollections that could benefit you in your present life? The number six card relates to support, dedication, unity, and a need for balance in the areas of emotions and love. Your heart and soul are asking you not to dwell in the past, but use the inspiration and joy from that time to assist you in the here and now. And the here and now card is here. So, this is the thing. It's like looking at what really was this past relationship. You know what I mean? I've no doubt that, I mean, it shows up here that it's a soulmate connection. So that, there was a connection there. It may be twin flame where you both were there to mirror each other. And there's certain things that, this person had to go away and work on. And they're returning now, but they haven't worked on anything. So they're not stepping up to the mark here, whereas you have somebody coming in here, true soulmate energy, a higher level of commitment here, an emperor to an empress. You can't get any higher. And that person stepping in here who is going to be honest and trustworthy. I'm going to take it to the extended. If you want to come along, the link will be below. I'm going to take a look and see what we don't see coming, any blockages here, and what the outcome is. And then we'll get some angelic advice. So if you want to come along, the link's below, and I'll see you over there.